Okay, welcome back everybody. I wanted to make a short video on something that I would typically teach as an integral test, but since we're a little bit pressed for time, I'm going to pull out the one thing. I'm going to skip the integral test section because that's usually, we don't use many problems on that, and pick out the thing that's most important, which is something that we call the p-series. So the p-series has the following form. It's a lot like the p-integral. So it's 1 over n to the p from n equals 1 to infinity. And p ranges in value, right? But p is something that's fixed. So for example, the harmonic series is a p-series with p equal to 1. Right? So the harmonic series looks like this. We saw in a previous video that the harmonic series diverges, and it is a p-series with p equal to 1. What's important to understand about these series is that they behave just like the p-integral that we've seen before, that we saw during when we looked at improper integrals. So these behave like p-integrals. You might recall that those look like this: integral from 1 to infinity of 1 over x to the p dx. And for the p integrals, remember that these converged whenever p is greater than 1, and these integrals diverge whenever p is less than or equal to 1. And that is the case also with p-series. P equal to 1 is the harmonic. That will diverge. For values of p less than 1, for example, 1 over root n, from n equals 1 to infinity, this is n equal to 1/2. This also diverges because we have, let me see if I can shift this up a bit, and I'll return to the applet. So we have convergence. So let me just more formally write this. The p-series converges whenever p is greater than 1, and diverges when p is less than or equal to 1. Same as our p integral. So another example might be simply, sum from n equals 1 to infinity of 1 over n cubed. This is a p-series with p equal to 3. 3 is greater than 1, so this series will converge. And what's happening really is that the harmonic series is kind of the threshold that splits divergence from convergence. And I'll show you the applet in a second. Let me just bring it up here, see if I can use it in this application. What you see here in green is the function itself, like 1 over x to the 1.6. But in blue, the little plus values in blue are the partial sums of the series. So I think that actually the green is the terms, the blue is the series itself, the partial sums. Remember that convergence means if the limit of the sequence of partial sums approaches a value, the series will converge. Now, for n equals 1.6, you can see that those partial sums seem to be approaching just something over 2. We won't know what it is, but they are converging. Now, if I shift that, hold on. If I move that a little bit, oops, no. Let me see if I can shift that. Oh, I just did that. Here, this is the harmonic. I don't know if you can tell, but this is going to keep growing. It's not going to converge to any value. If I make that p-value a little bit smaller, the function grows really, 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 really big. Very, very quickly. Not the function, sorry, the series, the partial sums get really large very quickly. As p gets bigger, beyond 1, you can see that we're always going to be approaching some number, right? So if we take p larger than 1, then we have partial sums that approach 1 value. The sequence of partial sums converges, which means that the series converges. If I move the p so that it's smaller than 1, at 1 we have divergence, but you can see this is growing. Now it's going to keep growing, and in red gets too big, partial sums get too big, they're unbounded, and the series will diverge. So this is a very important series that we're going to use a lot when we do comparisons. So just for example, another example here might be if I have a series like the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of 1 over 3n to the 5th power. Well, we can factor out a 1/3, and this is a p-series with p equal to 5. Because it's bigger than 1, this will converge. So p-series, p is greater than 1, we have convergence. Okay, so this time I usually teach this and prove these things, but today I'm not proving it and just showing you an applet, and hopefully you believe it a little bit. And the way that we prove it is by comparing to those p integrals and looking at improper integrals. But key takeaways here. The form of a p-series, very important series. It's 1 over n to the p. N varies, p is fixed. If p equals 1, we have the harmonic series, which is divergent. For any value of p less than 1, we have divergence. For any value of p greater than 1, the series will converge.